What's up, everybody? Nick Lucia back at it again with the One Light podcast. This is episode 3. We're going to be talking about light. We're going to be talking about atoms. We're going to be talking about salt. We're going to be talking about crystals. We're going to be talking about water. Pretty much everything that makes up you. So let's get right into it. If you go on Google and you type in light, you're going to get a little standard definition. Light or visible light is electromagnetic radiation within the portion of the electromagnetic spectrum that can be perceived by the human eye. So what's that saying? That's saying the light is being perceived by our eyes. Now what happens is, just like how a camera works, a camera lens, our eyes are the lens. We pull in all this light or all this information. What happens is then it goes to the back of our brain, and inside our brain, that's where we process this information like a computer processor. And you're processing the light frequency to give the picture of what you perceive in the outside, all around you, refracting of light. Now, if you look on Google, you got this, pyramid. You got the one single light coming through, and you got a bunch of split up, different colored light waves. So as I'm looking at this, I see you have that one light source beaming into this pyramid, and then the light is being reflected and refracted all through that pyramid. Characteristics and properties of light. There's 7 of them. 7 basic properties of light. Reflection of light, refraction of light, diffraction of light, interference of light, polarization of light. Polarization of light, that is a key one. Scattering of light, and there's a few more. You can go, look at those. But what I want to get into today is what makes up light, how that light is stored in our body. Basically, everything about light and how we, the humans, are light bodies, and we store this light because, as I just gave you the definition, it says our eyes are perceiving this light, capturing this light, and we are storing it inside our brain. Now, light is both a particle and a wave, the duality of reality. We live in a duality of reality. You have left, you have right, you have up, you have down, you have particle, you have wave. So, if you observe an object, like if I'm looking at my television right now, television, I'm looking at it, and what I see is, and I feel it, I'm using my 5 senses. My 5 senses have never failed me. And I feel it. I feel it and perceive it as a particle right now. But if I were to go downstairs or outside, it would be a wave until someone perceives it. This is just like the argument, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Almost the same argument here, because we have the particle and the wave. You are both the particle and the wave of light. Now, light consists of photons. They travel in a wave-like pattern. Life is light. Light is information. Light is photons. Light is waves. Light is frequency. It's all around you. You are just a conjunction or a community of light. So let's look at what we are. We are atoms, or atom in the Bible. We are the atom. You got 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, carbon. If you break everything down, you're going to break it down to either carbon or light. Now, as I'm looking at this atom, if you want to go look on Google, type in carbon atom, you'll see you got the neutrons in the middle and the protons, the positive in the middle. The positive is surrounding the neutron, or the neutral light. Then you have electrons, negative, in different surrounding, I guess they're rings, or different levels of energy. And these electrons, if they vibrate high enough, they can escape the ring that they're stuck in. And they can also vibrate low and escape, or fall back into their old reality or ring around ality. Now, you have, if you get rid of some of these, you can also attach to other atoms and get rid of these electrons, these negative electrons, and exchange them for positive protons. Positive and negative attracts to each other. So get rid of all your negative electrons and start getting more positive. I don't think it works exactly like that. I'm not a scientist. I'm just going off Google and what I've learned in my schooling, my high school, college, 3 different colleges, and life experience. Also, so let's look into this. Alright, let's get into it now. So you have the light. Our eyes are perceiving the light that's coming through the sun. The light is coming through the sun, and we are perceiving it. Now, if you look at the sun, you're going to capture all that light, perceive it, and then you can hold on to that light, or you can reflect it, or you can refract it. You can do whatever you want with that light. All things come from the light. Now, what are crystals? The Google definition: crystal, a piece of a homogeneous solid substance having a natural geometrical regular form with symmetrical arranged plane faces. Highly transparent glass with a high reflective index. So this is where you get crystals. Now crystals they capture light. They can hold light, they can reflect light, just like water. Water can hold light, water can reflect light, water can reflect light. Now let's get into salt. Salt, in chemistry, a substance produced by the reaction of an acid with a base. So there you go. You got a salt consists of a positive ion of a base and a negative ion of an acid. So you're both positive and negative. The term salt is also referred to sodium chloride, the scientific word for it. So salt, when I was in the Marines, we were told to eat a lot of salt. Get your salt because it retains the water. So the more salt you have, the more water you can hold, the more light you can hold. It's all science. God is science. There's one light. You can reflect it, you can refract it. You're positive and you're negative. That's all I have for you guys today. Stay positive, drop that negative ion, vibrate high enough where you can pick up some positive ions, some positive electrons. I'm not a scientist. Don't take my word for this. But just have a blessed day. Love.